Riverside.
Ready?
Yeah, man.
You good?
We're live on the air. How's it going?
Pretty good. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, man.
I'm podcasting with you.
Who do I got on with me today? Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I am Shawn Meikle. I am a comedian out of Southwest Florida. I'm here to try to make everyone laugh and introduce myself and have a good time.
Cool. How long was the drive up here?
It was about 45 minutes to almost to an hour. I live in Port Charlotte, so it takes a little bit to drive up here, but it was worth it.
I appreciate you making the trip, man.
Yeah, no problem at all. No problem at all.
Brought a nice 6-pack with you.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice. That was nice.
Housewarming gift, but a gift to you. I know you drink Yingling. I keep seeing you drink Yingling on your podcast, so.
Yeah, they should start. They should start paying me and Casey for that. he's always tearing them down on the podcast. So.
Yeah, I always see him just chugging it. It's funny.
I was actually down there yesterday in Venice Beach at Jake's house.
Oh yeah, how was that?
Not bad. We hung out at the beach for a minute. Lindsay was she works sort of down there. She works about 8 minutes away from where Jake lives. I don't know how he probably lives another 30 minutes away from you guys. So.
I see him post all the time when he's on the beach and stuff. Yeah, it's actually a nice view.
Yeah,
kind of jealous.
Yeah, he lives. It's like a 12-minute walk, probably. 30-second drive.
Is the part of the beach closed off to like private parks, or is it just?
That's a public access that it has. It's between a couple condos, so it's a nice little spot.
Nice.
But yeah, we were trying to. He was trying to get in for this one, but he's gonna be by later. It's pretty funny. I have you coming on Father's Day, and then I have my business partner coming on later. Gino is another black guy. Just thought it was pretty funny for Father's Day.
Avoiding their duties, huh?
Well, I mean, Father's Day is just another day for. Jacob and I discovered this lane. Jacob really turned me on to it, but we watch a couple of these videos every podcast. You wanna get one in here?
You ever been kicked off a roller coaster because the bar won't close all the way? Ever looked at a seat and it looked back at you like, nah, king? Well, not no more, nigga. Welcome to Fatland, the first theme park engineered with fat nigga tech. This is where heavy meets happy. Roller coasters, built with Space XL grade steel and fat nigga physics. Lap bars with stretch, must be this thick to ride. The meat sweats, the Loop Deluxe, and the Snow Bunny Scrambler. We even got a ride with recliner seats. Go-karts, we call it thick drifters, built like Hellcats. Heated steering wheels, big-ass cup holders, extra-wide seats for extra-wide turns.
Babe, this thing has hydraulics?
Then we sliding over to the fat nigga carnival zone. But this ain't no Chuck E. Cheese-ass midway. Every shot go in, every ring lands. Every prize feel like a tax refund.
I just won an air fryer at the ring toss.
And if you walk away without a snow bunny on your arm, you probably played the wrong game. And best believe we got concessions. Here at Calorie Code, we got turkey legs the size of forearms, slabs of oxtail, deep fried everything. Luxury seating everywhere, shaded cushion, ADA, BBQ, and Snow Bunny approved. This the only park where the seats fit, the plates heavy, and the vibes heavier. What attraction should we bless y'all with next? Hey, yo, shut the fuck up. It's fat nigga season.
Well, that's the whole lane, dude. I probably have 40 of them queued up in my media part right here.
Oh boy.
Yeah, they're good.
That's funny. The music part for fat people is encouraging diabetes.
100%. This damn thing.
You guys still doing the open mics on Mondays, right?
Yeah, for sure, man. And then Tony's starting one on Tuesday.
Yeah, I saw that. That's pretty cool. I may take a break from the one I go to down in Port Charlotte and head up there and check it out.
Yeah, eventually I got to go down there and check that one out too.
Yeah, I think you should. That crowd's pretty good. They get a little rowdy, but they're a pretty good crowd. Test out material and all that. And then Wednesdays.
Back when you was fat, we all had your back, nigga. You need to go back to that, nigga. Huh?
Oh yeah.
We liked you better as a fat nigga. Huh? We liked you better as a fat nigga. Fat Dre, where he at? Bring him back, nigga. Woo! We liked you better as a fat nigga. You always had some snacks with you. Chicken wing champion, you was that nigga. Loud boy dipping in the sauce. Dominoes calling you the boss. PG off the room. Floss the balls holding up the boobs. Before you hit the gym and started dropping jewels, it was BBQs breaking all the rules. You used to send Candace all the news with all the foods, calling all the booze. Huh? Boss, nigga. I know you got some red sauce, nigga. Between you and I, put the salads down, put the soups aside. $1 more, we can supersize. And we can supersize on the supersize.
I do miss supersizes at McDonald's.
That shit's funny.
Those are good days.
Hell, shut the fuck up. It's fat nigga season. The fat niggas went back to their old hood. Yeah, these niggas on their philanthropy arc, giving PlayStations out to all the kids on the block. Remember that pawn shop? This shit a Sotheby's auction house now. And this trap house, now a tech startup incubator. The YNs went from trapping to pitching business plans to the fat niggas. Look at these young entrepreneurs turning their life around. Your auntie's nail salon, a full treatment day spa. Check out the liquor store they used to buy bottles of Henny at. Now a high-end wine and cigar lounge. They going all out for their hood. These unhoused gentlemen could use some help. How about a penthouse suite? And that rundown park they was sleeping at? They turned it into the Fat Nigga Country Club. The fat niggas really blessed their old hood. Who should they help next? Let us know in the comments.
It's fat nigga season.
Having the white AI voice girl ended is killer, dude.
This is what you search up on your free time? Fat niggas. AI. Make it funny.
Yeah, my algorithm is so fucked up. I can't really explain it. It's like a mix of hip hop and conservative racism. It's just fucking a lot of chest cam footage and then just fucking weird stuff. Like I was watching all these ice raids and then like people protesting the raids. You seen those?
Yeah, I see a lot of those. I actually made a joke up with that.
Dude, the one I saw this morning was fucking nuts. I think it was in Nebraska. Like,
there's more in Nebraska now?
Yeah, this was like a meat packing plant that a bunch of illegals. There was a bunch of Spanish people working there. I don't know if they were legal or not, but it showed like a whole caravan of like SWAT team guys masked up, fucking vest out, and these dudes are just throwing fucking rocks at the caravan as it's going by, and eventually they just stop and jump out and but they don't do shit to any of these people.
They need to.
But they're just like smashing the windows out with rocks and shit. And then these dudes jump out and like
there needs to be an authority type to be like, hey, you need to cut this out. This is no longer protesting, it's rioting.
There's 30 people around.
Vehicle, you damage other people's property. It's just kind of like, okay, no, this is not peaceful protest. This is
no. They're picking like you see him picking up rocks, showing it to him. Yeah. It's like, and then there's always someone with the camera following that person around. It's like. But that's just nuts.
It's just also that too. I think it's all this content. Someone's trying to get big on Twitch or Kick or all these little YouTube, whatever, and they want to show it off and they want to record themselves so they get big. And I want to be part of this peaceful protest. Throwing a rock. It's ironic.
It's so insane.
Yeah, I feel like if there wasn't any like social media, no one would be doing this.
No. Well,
social media. Well,
yeah, I don't think people. It's a lot harder. It makes it so much easier for them to link up and fucking coordinate time, space, all that shit when you can connect on the internet like that.
Yeah.
And it also does like create, like you said, this culture where people are just trying to get famous. You know, if you can get monetized on TikTok putting videos out like that,
Exactly.
you know, you can make a lot of money.
That's why I feel like everything, almost not everything, but a lot of things, a lot of current events that's been happening lately is social media is helping it feed it. And if people didn't know what was going on, they'll just go on their day. I got bills to pay. I got a job to go to. I got, you know what I'm saying?
Every time I scroll Twitter, it's like you can't even decipher, like, because so much shit's AI now. Like you can't even pay attention to any of the alien shit, the UFO stuff, all of it, because you know when it's somebody putting out their own videos, like saying I just can't, because you can do so much with the video editing software, the fucking AI shit.
Personally, I'm not worried about aliens. I think they're out there, but I'm not worried about them until I actually see a physical one on Earth talking to me, and like maybe actually coming out open, like, hey, this is an alien. You see the president shaking the alien's hand. I am not worried about that. That's outer space. That does not matter to me. I'm curious about it, but it doesn't matter to me until it's actually affecting planet Earth.
We had this discussion the other day. Aliens or demons? Which one? If one of them had to be real, which one are you?
Aliens or demons?
Yeah.
If I choose a side?
No, I'm saying like if one of them was real, which one of them would you want to be real?
I think aliens.
Yeah.
Demons are just kind of like trying to like fuck shit up. Trying to manipulate you to do things you shouldn't be doing.
But see, that's why I think I would pick demons over the aliens, because aliens might have superior tech, bro. You know what I mean? Especially if they're able to get here.
But so you pick demons?
Yeah, because I think you can beat a demon in a spiritual war. That's why.
Yeah.
I don't know if we could beat aliens if they were malevolent. If they were malevolent, malevolent aliens. Like if they're nice aliens, that's different. But it's 50-50 on that. You know what I mean?
All right, so let's backtrack that. Sorry. So you said if I had to choose between who I want to be real.
Yeah. So
I said aliens, right? I just said okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I was like, I don't want demons to be real.
I think I'd rather go into spiritual warfare than just get nuked. You know, I don't know. Because, I mean, also with demons being real, it also opens the door to a bunch of other supernatural shit, even like life after death, you know, any of this kind of stuff. So,
we really don't know if it's real or not. So, what happens if it is real? We all do go to hell or heaven or whatever it is. It's like, damn, that sucks. Yeah,
well, I mean,
eternity, burning.
Yeah, that is the other part that sucks. Is, you know, if your soul sucks, maybe you want the aliens to be real too. Just, you know, so you can just get away with being a horrible person.
Might be some demon pussy down there.
Demon pussy. That's wild. I think I've had some of that.
I think we all have. Like, no one is burning down there.
Oh, that's a good one.
Demon pussy.
Burns like gonorrhea.
Yeah.
Man. You ever watch Boondocks?
Oh yeah, I grew up on the Boondocks.
It's like my favorite, one of my favorite shows.
Love it. I still watch it till today. Sometimes when I'm bored at home, it's like midnight, I can't sleep. I watch this to make me laugh.
Yeah,
it's perfect.
Yeah, I can't.
Until season like 3 and 4, it seemed like it didn't hit as hard.
Yeah, they definitely ran through the bulk of the quality ideas that they had in the beginning of it. And
I think the actual writer, I believe, quit or did something else. I don't know. It was a complete change up.
Speaking of complete, have you seen the new Rick and Morty's?
Yeah.
I haven't been watching those. I haven't seen any of them since they switched over to the new voice actors. But yeah, I was watching some of that yesterday morning when I woke up.
I watched it on Hulu. Whatever's on Hulu, that's the one I watched. I think there's new ones. Excuse me.
Is it past season 7?
7 seasons?
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, there's 7 that have the original voice actors. I'm pretty sure.
Whoa.
First 7, then they switch. Yeah.
Okay.
See, that's a show that
like you're 7 seasons.
Yeah, there's more than 7.
I gotta look this up. I get excited.
But that's like another show where you think like eventually you're gonna have to run out of premises. But
yeah, but the thing is, like, they can go off of like what's going on.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
The piggyback episodes there.
Yeah,
are wild. But like that's a crazy ass cartoon because you can fuck around for 30 seconds and then you're just like lost.
And then they're so smart because they open up that idea that like Rick can open a dimension to other dimensions. So that's where the creativity lies. They can just be like, oh, we can make a world full of toads. Now we're toad people. Pickle Rick. That was fucking crazy.
Yeah, that was
Pickle Rick.
That was my favorite episode for a long time, dude.
What Mission Impossible, whatever they did.
It was just genius the way he did it.
Yeah,
did all of it.
That's what it's just being animated. You can express your creativity.
Yeah,
as far
there's
as you can.
so much shit that they can do on there that you could never do in a live action scenario.
South Park is another one too.
Yeah, South Park. And that's another show, dude. It just keeps coming back hard.
I know it never fails. They make fun of everybody, and I love it.
Yeah,
there's
and
no discrimination.
What's funny is when people get pissed off about South Park making fun of them. See me, I would be like, I found it. That's how you know you made it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you make fun of South Park. Yeah, like, all right.
If they're hating on you, dude,
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, man. What else is going on? Fucking the Iran, fucking Israel shit's getting wild.
Oh yeah,
you see that?
The bombing's going on. Yeah, it's like Iran
bombing the fuck out of them. But they said, I don't know how. I was watching just Jewish news with Jacob yesterday, and he was showing me all this shit. So I don't know, do you know what I mean? If it's pro-Israel based, do you know what I mean? But
I don't know.
But they said that Iran fired missiles on them first, and then this is a counterattack.
Yeah, I think that's what I heard too. But
it just seems like a crazy scenario.
I don't really follow it much. I don't know 100% what's going on. But all I know is somebody, like I think Palestine bombed Iran. I'm not sure who did it first, but if Palestine did it to Iran, I guess it's like it's needed because wasn't like the U.S. talking about like trying to stop that shit from happening, or like chill out before we.
The shit with the U.S. and this is where the U.S. and Israel are on the same side is they want to stop Iran from making nuclear weapons.
Yeah,
they have the capability, I think, to make 9 weapons or something.
Well, that makes sense.
And so Mossad and the United States intelligence agencies discovered this, and then Israeli intelligence went over there and was like, "Hey, we gotta fucking shut this down or whatever." They said, "Yeah, we'll shut it down," but then didn't shut it down. Proceeded further to make more weapons in the farther manufacturing process.
Yeah,
and then they bombed them, and then said that Iran bombed them first. That's sort of like the story that I'm getting. But
they're trying to change the narrative to like. Okay,
yeah, but I think it's about
okay.
It's the fucking weapons of mass destruction lines all over.
But I agree that it like you shouldn't make a weapon if you're a country, because if you make a weapon and everyone's telling you no, they'll do it. Every other country is gonna hate you because there's no reason for you to be a weapon.
Well, it's just and it's also everyone's assured annihilation too. Is the fucking thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The thing that sucks is no one's ever going to get rid of all of them. Everyone's going to keep some back, just in case someone else fires them. You know what I mean? Like that's the whole standoff is.
Like every country has their own powers, right? Everyone like what keeps them from other countries from like devastating and blowing them up, and that's nukes. So if you have a nuke, I don't want to mess with you. I have a nuke. You don't want to mess with me.
Yeah.
We don't want to. We don't need to go that far. It's kind of like our defense of like other countries attacking us and be like, okay, they have nukes. Just chill out. That's why I feel like America is like a stronghold, because we have the military to defend us, and then we also have our people that are armed too.
We've never fought in a foreign war on our own soil either.
Yeah, exactly. So let's keep all the wars over there.
I mean, I think that's the idea.
Yeah.
But you know, like we also haven't had a successful economy without the war machine rolling either, dude. I mean, that's really what feeds.
Yeah, you got a point there.
What keeps us rolling, especially, you know, the government agencies that are making all these weapons and then low key selling them. You know what I mean? And they've been doing this crazy kind of shit for years, like even back before Reagan, like Iran Contra, all that kind of shit.
Yeah, but history tells it. Sometimes money runs the world. You have to be the one that's going to create all the weapons.
It's not sometimes. I think it's 99% of the
Yeah.
time. You know,
you're the one manufacturing everything. You're the one creating all the weapons. You're the one, you know, having the warfare, the military to defend it. You know what I'm saying? It's we're just stronghold all around. Like no one's going to mess with us.
This is also the first time in history, because of the internet, that everything is going to be documented, and it's not going to be whoever won writes the story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's like, you got to take that into consideration too. Is like everything that we've learned has been through whoever won that war's point of view. You know what I mean?
The
Basically,
winners always get to write the next history.
Yeah. I mean, that goes back to
Winners
burning
get
down
to rewrite history.
Alexandria and all that kind of shit. You know what I mean? It's just, it's a way to fucking just keep people fed a certain narrative. You know, I saw this thing about that there's like 10,000 words that 20 years ago were heavily used in our vernacular that have like disappeared out of our language now. Like, and there's like
came up with better words to maybe
it's because they're taking words out that one, it's like to dumb down the population, and then two is like remove whole ideas. You know what I mean? So there's like a conspiracy that some of these AI models have been going through the internet and removing words. You know what I mean? Just taking them out of articles or not using these words. So then, I don't know, it's pretty wild to think about.
Yeah, it definitely is wild.
It seems doable though.
Yeah, it is.
Just to slowly, you know what I mean? Like if you take out the word like you could use like, or you can introduce words like that too, like anti-Semitism or fucking, you know, these buzzwords that all these fucking blue-haired freaks that want to use all the time, like calling everyone Nazis and everything is fucking, you know, oh, this is what's the other one? They call Trump it's a fascist. We live in a fascist country. I'm like, you guys have no idea what these fucking words mean. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, those are those trigger words. I try to ignore that. I was like, I know I'm not that. I know other people aren't that. You're just using it to try to make them feel bad for who they are.
Yeah,
it's emotional play.
Virtue signal.
Yeah, it's just emotions. It is emotional play. We fall into that then. But back to what you're saying about the AI changing words. We also still have books, and then people aren't reading books as well. So you're losing vocabulary, and that's on you for it.
Yeah,
following or watching AI.
We read a lot in this house.
Yeah, I'm starting to read more too
over there. That's one of our favorite things to do is go to the Goodwill bookstore that they have over by our mom's house. They have like a room in there that's like, you know, exotic books or old books.
So what words do you think they're taking away?
See, that's what the conspiracy is just, I don't know. I'll have to find this article and pull it up. I'll tell you, I was toasted when I read this article. I'm just going to be honest with you.
You're like, whoa, this is a good topic.
Yeah, and
bring this up.
And everything makes a lot more sense when you're in that frame of mind. You know what I mean?
I don't really smoke much. I haven't smoked in years. Edibles.
Yeah, I think I probably have a little ADD, and I think that's how I fucking deal with it. Naturally, a little bit apprehensive, I think.
Gotcha.
But yeah,
not against it.
Oh yeah, I mean, and it's cool now because it's basically, you know, you can get weed anywhere somehow. You know what I mean? Legally, if you go through the right process. Some states like fucking Michigan, California, you can just roll up to the Circle K and
yeah.
When I was in Michigan, the Circle K's were in the middle of making a deal with like one of the dispensaries there, where they're just gonna sell their weed right in the gas station. You don't even have to go to the dispensary. It's
pretty cool.
Insane, dude.
Any gas stations?
Yeah, they have straight recreational there.
So it's actual weed. It's not like Delta 9.
No, it's this. You can get like 35% THC weed, like Tom Brady Kush.
I was told that Delta 9 is actually stronger than.
No, I don't fuck with anything that's Delta, whatever.
Have you tried it?
I know there's a couple of dudes I know that have gas stations, and they sell like a bunch of this Delta 9 stuff, but underneath it they have like real weed that they sell in there too. But no, like I've never tried. I don't think, just out of necessity, I don't think I've ever had to. I've been on the medical weed for
so the medical
15
weed is
years.
actual like marijuana.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Okay. It's high quality. Fucking, I mean, you can get. See, the thing about weed is like, when I was like in college, you know, and we used to get good weed, it was probably like 22, 25% THC. Now they're getting this shit up to like 40%. They're like doubling it up, like the strength of it. And then you have like, you know, shit like this where that's just like, that's 89% THC.
That's another thing I want to bring up. Because my ex-girlfriend used to have that type of vape, and then she used to have like the small ones you carry, the little like rectangular ones. What's the difference between the two?
Those ones are probably disposable, the little ones.
Yeah.
So you just buy them once it's gone, you toss it out. These ones you buy cartridges, reuse the batteries.
Okay. I always
So-
see her like fumbling it, and
This
I make
one-
fun of her. It's like,
They're both made by the same company, but that's a full spectrum one, which means it has CBD and a bunch of like all the stuff that weed has in it.
gotcha.
And it's not flavored. It doesn't have any terpenes in it. Now this one is like totally. It's probably butane reduction or carbon CO2 reduction, where it you just get the weed cold, and then you can extract like the. I don't know how it works, but gets the crystals fucking cold, and the Bridget knocks them off of there, and then it fucking dissolves them into a wax, and then you fucking boil out the butane and scrape it up.
Okay.
And but then you have to cut it with like glycerol to make it do this, and then they add a bunch of terpenes and flavorings, which are like terpenes. What I understand are like extracts they take out of the weed. They put flavoring in them. They also have like the THC stuff, and then they put it back in here.
That's
I don't know.
the process.
Yeah,
Just to get high. It's crazy.
yeah, but that's like the crack of weed. You know what I mean? It's super concentrated.
Do you think vaping is addicting or no?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Well, I don't, not like that. Like these are 100% addictive.
My ex-girlfriend, I remember she was sleeping one night, and then she would like, I think half asleep, just did do this.
Dude, I wake up with this thing in my hand constantly.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Constantly.
Yeah.
And it's not even like, it's just sort of just like my security blanket or something.
Mhm.
I don't know what it is, but yeah,
Yeah. It's
I think they're evil, dude. It's fucking
getting the people.
AI dicks, dude. Just sucking on them all day. Yeah, I hate it. I mean,
I try to stay away from
I smoked cigarettes for a long time, and was one of those people who was like, I'm never going to be able to quit smoking cigarettes.
I tried smoking a cigarette when I was like 16 at a basketball court. Because there was like high schoolers and people who graduate like 20s and 30s, and they want to try a cigarette. I was like, yeah, sure. I tried it. I'm like, oh, God, this is disgusting. And they all fucking laughed at me. I was like, never again. I was like, fuck you guys. I was upset.
Was it a full flavor or was it a menthol?
It was a blue package.
You know, I asked
Blue package.
the hard questions on this podcast.
Oh, there we go. Okay. That's funny. I didn't catch that. The blue package is the menthol, right? Or is it?
Yeah, I think the blues they're menthols too.
Menthols? Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, man, this is disgusting. Y'all made fun of me.
They used to have these crazy ones that they're regular cigarettes, but in the filter they have a fucking like a menthol bubble, like a fucking gel pack, and you can pop it, turn it into a menthol if you want to. Yeah, Camel Crushes. It's wild. Yeah, dude.
It's really creative. But cigarettes are getting, or cigarette companies are getting pissed off because of vapes.
Oh yeah, and a lot of it is because they didn't get in early enough, and they're not versatile enough. You know what I mean? These ones, like now, dudes are probably fucking. This is probably $1 billion industry now. The nicotine vapes, dude. Because you look like every fucking mile.
Yep, everyone.
There's a vape shop, and you walk in there like I go in there. I started getting I went in there the other day. I was there for 5 seconds. Spent $85. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just in and out. Just fucking. I'm sure those places are. I'm sure they're rigged. They have to be.
Yeah, rigged, and to get on it. Get to that farming. Where's the water at? Go get it.
Yeah, I mean, what's funny is, they talk about they don't want these to be flavored. They get pissed off about the flavor, so they have to put menthol in them, so they can call them a menthol vape. But even though it's just
Isn't
an
the
undertone,
menthol is what makes it more addicting?
Well, I mean, I think that's in like regular cigarettes because somehow they distribute the menthol with fiberglass.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is true or not. This is just what I always heard. But the fiberglass is supposed to like cut your
lungs
and then the nicotine gets in there. I don't know, some weird shit.
That's fucking crazy.
But yeah, menthols are wild, dude. It's just a whole conspiracy in itself. I'm pretty sure. But with these, like, they don't want to sell them the ones with flavors allegedly because they think they're marketing to kids. You know what I mean? But then you look at the money of the lobbyists for this, and it's all the tobacco companies, all the cigarette companies.
Because I don't really see a lot of commercials.
It's not about you know what I mean? But that's what you were saying.
Yeah.
It's not about the kids. It's the tobacco companies losing their ass.
And that's another thing you just brought up. I don't see that, like, commercials like that on, like, Hulu or YouTube like that. I don't know how. I don't think they need to advertise themselves. People to see it.
I I think they did this in like the 80s where they stopped all tobacco commercials. You could still advertise in a magazine at that point, I think. And then they stopped that also. So, and then now what they do is they make the cigarette companies pay for like the truth ads.
Yeah.
So those are all funded by, which is wild. Every time I see a dude selling drugs on Instagram, I'm like, are you that bad at this? You have to fucking...
I've never seen that. It was kind of funny. You're trying to...
The one dude just always had a machete with him. Like, they'd rather chop your arms off
the boat? Haitian?
Yeah, I mean, Jesus. Well, see, that's the thing is, like, and this is going to come off like a little racist, but like they all look alike, you know, because they're all dreaded out.
Yeah.
And they're all just, you know, like tall, lean, you know, black dudes. You know what I mean? So if you come over here and chop somebody up, you just hit a boat back over there, then like the chances of you getting caught are slim to none. You know what I mean?
Yeah, once you leave the country, I'm not going to look for you.
Had this one dude, he'd bring, what do you call it, a dinner plate with him all the time?
Dinner plate?
Yeah, it was just like a plate, 2 plates like this with some aluminum foil over it.
Oh, okay.
I always thought it was his food.
I thought it was like a drug in the window.
No, it is. Yeah, then he left it. He left it there at the studio one time, and I looked at it. It was just a crack cookie, dude. He's just serving crack while he's just awesome stuff.
I mean, it's smart.
Yeah, but it's only like 10 minutes. But yeah. There's
people say like their minds open up more.
Bunch of different stuff happens on that. It depends on how much you smoke, but it'll catapult you into like some brand new shit, even though you're still in the same place that you are.
Yeah,
like envelops the stuff that you see.
Yeah,
you do enough of it, like you'll start seeing like these fucking monochromatic elves and shit, and like, but people see the same shit on it, which is wild.
Yeah, that's what.
Because like, you know, everybody can take LSD, and we'll all be fucking
tripping different.
And it's just different shit going on with your brain. But like this shit brings everybody to like the same like secular point. It seems like, which is pretty amazing.
I don't know if I'm be able to handle myself.
Dude.
And also, I got like mental illness running in my family, so I feel like if I do anything like that, I think it'll trigger it. So I'm trying to stay away from anything that could potentially trigger that in my DNA. There's my brain.
I thought I fucking spun myself out for life.
So you tried it before?
Oh yeah, I've done it
more than once.
Probably 20 times. Not really like blast it off. I've only like done that like 3 times where I was like, that was too intense.
Yeah,
you know, that was. But I remember I was outside of a local establishment and fucking ripped the pen. The dude had a pen, ripped the pen a couple times, and then sat there, and I was like, whoa. I fucking had to sit down, and I looked down, and it just got done raining, so this seat was just completely soaked. I didn't care. I just sat there and fucking gripped on. Jesus. And then fucking Jake looks over at me, and he's like, whoa, dude. And I can hear it. It's like, I'm like, you guys got to stop talking right now, dude. I just sat there for 10 minutes and just fucking clenched it. And I was like, I don't think I'm not going to be like this ever, because it wasn't getting any weaker. Usually you can feel it slowly, like, you don't just snap out of it, like it fucking dissolves away, you know? But it wasn't, it just kept getting crazier, dude.
Ooh,
and
I'll stay away from that.
And I was just like, oh man.
I'm not ready to confront anything that's going on in my head right now.
Yeah, I think I told the story, but I had a buddy in college who I went to high school with him too. And when we were in college, he would like sleep on the couch and stuff. He had his dog with him. But he was like one of our like illicit drug hookups, you know what I mean, like Molly and acid and stuff. And he got pulled over by the police and had a sheet of acid on him and ate the whole thing. And they didn't even search his truck. They just let him go. You know, he had like a fucking light.
He got a light? Like, he really thought they were fine? Yeah, he looked good.
He left the... Yeah, I mean, he just had a light over his license plate that was out. And then his license was good and everything, so they just let him go. Didn't search his car. Didn't have any weed or anything on him. All he had was that acid, and then he ate it. And this dude never came back. He was fucked up for the rest of his life.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Those drugs, like, you never know. Depending on who you are, you never know how it's going to affect you. And like I was telling her, like, I have mental illness in my family. Like, my sister's bipolar. Yeah,
he was a little like that in high school. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. So like, I really don't want anything like that to trigger what could possibly happen to me.
The other thing is you know, a lot of people, and there's a lot of science behind this that believes that it cures mental illness, PTSD and shit like that in small doses. Not like the mind altering fucking, let's 8 hours into the abyss. Like, but like microdosing, I think there's another one, another drug. I was just reading about it. I think it sounds like cocaine, but it's not. But they're giving it to dudes from Afghanistan and Iraq that came back and said this one.
What's that one thing that Elon is doing? The drug that everyone's talking about.
I think that's what this is. I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah.
Check him out.
Was he there the whole time?
Yeah. What's up, dude? Yep.
All right, now we can hear you.
Hell yeah.
That's funny.
What's good?
He shows up out of nowhere.
Yeah, dude. You're
My bad. Didn't mean to scare you guys. I
I was
overslept.
telling the story about. Oh no, you're good.
Nah, you're good. Sunday.
I just got done telling the story about when I smoked the DMT and then I had to sit down. I sat down in that wet chair.
Yeah.
And I told
Oh
you
yeah,
guys
and me
to
and
shut
Casey
up.
were
Like,
chattering
you're not
away
doing
like
it.
loud Jews, and you just put a hand out and you're like, please, no more talking. I'm gonna die. Something like that. You're like the echoes. That was so funny. There's
Yeah,
like a
that's what-
state Levi reaches when he's tripping, where everything just gets like this shrink wrap noise. He's like, please, no talking.
Oh, shit. I get it. That's a terrible noise to experience. For 10 minutes?
Or it was like Rice Krispies on
Oh,
steroids. It was like 45 minutes of it, dude. I told Jacob, I'm like, I don't know if I'm ever going to hear the sound. Like, I think I've opened something in my brain. It's just going to be on for the rest of my life.
That's so funny. Man, you guys do anything nice for Father's Day? Write a card or get a
Slept in.
slept in? Yeah.
Do anything? Yeah, like the same thing. Hanging out here.
Sean, you got kids?
I'm not a father.
Oh, okay.
No
Do you anything?
kids. Maybe out there. I don't know about, but
It could be out there.
I don't have any kids.
Yeah. Cool.
My pull-out
How
game
long
is-
have you been doing comedy for, bro? I probably missed the interview part. I'll ask a couple questions.
There
We've been
wasn't
bouncing
much
around.
of an interview. We just started talking, to be honest.
Oh,
I've
word.
been doing it for about a year and a half now.
Hell yeah.
I did it when I was like 20. At 20, but like where I live, there wasn't much of a comedy scene. So I stopped
really?
doing it because if I wanted to do stand up, because if I wanted to do stand up, I would have to go to like Tampa or like Naples or like Orlando, and that was way far from where I live. So I was like, I don't know if this is gonna be a good thing for me, so I stopped. And then I'm starting to see all these posts on Facebook, Instagram. Oh, we have open mics here right down the road. I was like, all right, let me try it out. And then I started getting back into comedy, and I've just been addicted since. I've been so addicted that like I stopped playing video games. It's been like 3 months since I started touching a video game. That's all I think about.
Yeah.
That's how my brain works. If I get really into something, I'll just focus on that, and that's all I think about.
Yeah. I'm the
I've been
same
doing
way.
it
We're all on the same. We cut.
I think
We're all
it was kinda like
comedy
that. I would
addicts.
say
It's
for
heroin,
something
you know?
Yeah.
So fun.
I've quit playing video games pretty much. I play a little bit of Madden, but
Yeah.
just dabble. But not.
I
anything
used to
like
be
that.
a Red Dead Redemption 2 addict. And then I discovered comedy and I just put the game down. I was like, this is better.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
it
I like
is.
the games that like make you feel like you're progressing. Like World
Yeah.
of Warcraft is one of them. You start leveling
Mhm.
gear to like level 70, 80, and you start getting gear to make your character stronger and better. You see higher numbers, you feel stronger. If I feel about comedy, I feel each time I go up, I feel like I'm getting better.
Yeah.
Getting that XP, dog.
Exactly. Yeah.
Did you see that South Park episode about World of Warcraft?
Oh yeah, that was like my favorite one back in the day. That was when I started
Right.
getting into it too. I was like, this
Hell
is
yeah.
perfect. Yeah, I love that fucking episode.
So funny.
Until
Oh
this
my
day,
God.
I still see it on Instagram, just featuring it all the time and making fun of it. So,
Really?
what the episode is, it's like 10 years later, people are still talking about it.
Hell yeah.
I've ever seen that one.
So, Levi, you're going to get some new cutouts, right? We're going to get someone besides Indiana Jones next time.
You need to-
Big Michelle Obama.
Yeah, restaurant.
Oh yeah, Big Mike would be good, dude.
Big Mike would be
Just
cool.
big balls right over my shoulder, just right here, big unit.
Yeah, just a huge black cock on your shoulder. And they're like, what is that? I'm sorry. I was trying to focus on your point, but I have to acknowledge what's behind you. That would be. I think that's probably what's holding us
What
back.
have you been doing today? Sleeping?
I just slept too much. We partied too hard last night, and I just slept for like 14 hours.
Nice.
And then, yeah, I'm gonna write a card for my dad at some point, and then run that over, and that'll be good. And I got Tampa Side Splitters tonight. So that'll be fun.
That's cool. Dale Mabry?
What are you up to with Jet later? You guys figure something cool out?
Yeah, we'll probably just go to the pool and hang out for a little bit.
Dope.
He's been at like the water park and all kinds of shit all week with his grandparents.
Great Wolf Lounge.
Shout out to the Great Wolf
Hell yeah.
Lounge.
She's
That's
so
probably where they were
bougie.
hanging out.
Yeah, knowing Jet's spoiled. He walks into my apartment the other day, he goes, this is way smaller than your parents' house. I'm like, fucking duh. I'm not a rich 60-year-old.
5,000 square foot house. Oh yeah, sorry. It's my tool.
Man, it sucks how brutally honest 8-year-olds are. Like,
Oh,
just
yeah.
put my life in perspective so quickly.
Yeah, that's the thing about kids. Like sometimes they just don't know. They'll just say like the honest stuff. You're like, maybe my kid's right. You start second guessing yourself.
Most of the time when I have to tell someone to shut up, it's just saying what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
A lot of times he'll say, I can see you not saying to Lindsay, and he'll blurt it out. I'm like, oh no.
Good, dude.
So you guys excited for the show coming up next 2 weeks down in Port Charlotte?
Yeah, what
Charlie Foxtrot?
No. Yeah,
Oh,
Charlie
yeah.
Foxtrot.
Oh yeah, Casey's one.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was just looking at that Vasani
That's gonna be fire.
today.
Very pumped
I
to
think it's
that.
gonna be fun.
Are you going to the King of the Ring?
Oh, I'm going. Are you, Shawn, are you going?
No, what's this about?
There's this
was,
big mansion party open mic coming up in Riverview. I don't know if you've done the King of the Ring one before, but you did good at that Vasani's comedy contest, and this one's usually a contest too. So here, I'll text you the flyer. I think I put it in the group chat this morning.
Oh, you did post that. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we didn't even talk about
I'll be honest. I kind of glimpsed over it and kind of went back to bed.
We didn't even talk about how Shawn beat me at the contest.
Yeah. Thanks, Obama.
Stole all the white from me.
It was awesome. He had a good night. I saw you networking with people before, which is smart. I should have done that.
Yeah,
you really killed it.
You were getting all those Cougars moist, dude. I saw you over
the
there.
Cougars were coming up to me, and I was like, hey, they appreciate it. Like there was one lady that had the hardest time, like circling people's names. I think she was literally drunk. She's like, I thought you were funny. I'm like, okay. I put a check mark here. I thought that guy was funny. I'm like, all right, put a check mark here. And who else do you think was funny? I thought this guy was funny. Put a check mark here. And then, like 30 minutes later, she came back. She's like, I messed up. I was like, how did you mess up? I just helped you figure out your picks. And I was like, you're on your own. I kind of left her alone. Like she was the one that kept talking to me. I was like, it was annoying.
She wanted to take you home.
Probably, but
put you in the shed. Save it for later.
Yeah, that night was crazy. I don't know how I won. I thought Jason was gonna win because he won McCurdy's Comedy Club.
He's funny.
Yeah,
I was expecting Tommy to clean that up for sure because he's an older guy too, and it was an older crowd.
I thought that's his home court, dude. I thought he was gonna murder that.
Yeah.
So I was like surprised. I was like, how did I win? Yeah, so I was like,
yeah. And then who else placed? It was Zach Gallo and Jason Dam.
Zach. Yeah, Zach Gallo. Yeah.
Didn't Jason just win the McCurdy's contest too? He's killing it.
Yeah,
That's
the
all.
week before that, he
won.
finaled there.
Right,
Did
but
he
he
win?
won.
Did he win the whole thing?
He won the whole thing.
Yeah,
I'm
he won
saying.
the whole thing. I was there. He won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out, man.
Comedy
Good job, Jacob.
contests are tough.
won,
I mean,
and,
I know how to, like, I'm getting paid to do longer stuff, you know, like I get the feature gigs at showcases, but I really haven't figured out how to be funny in a short amount of time. I think that's honestly harder to get people to like really laugh at your shit for 1 or 3 or 5 minutes and then pick you over other people. That might be harder than like showcases. Less is more. It's weird.
Yeah, I think you have to have like one topic 5 minute that's pretty polished in order
I
to
think
be able to fucking do something in 5 minutes like that. You know what I mean? It
I'm
has to
such a
be, like,
riffer.
sort of the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah, I guess. I think if I lived in Austin or somewhere where there was more contests, I would have developed that way. But it's tough. There are some people who are really suited for it, and I think you've got a good look also for it. And people like, I wish I knew how to do that, the short thing, because all my shit is long form, but it's tough. Like I'm afraid to go on Kill Tony. You know, Colton's up there right now, and he's like, "What do I say for my minute up there?" I'm like, "I have no fucking idea what I would say for a minute." A minute sounds scary.
the comedy class I go to at Fort Myers is ran by a trans person, which was crazy to me when I first met there. She was like, you have a good story. I see your creativity, but like, you need to learn how to like do say line, punchline, or like get more punchlines within your set because
Mm-hmm.
that's how you get people real. You got to be funny within that 5 minutes. And that kind of opened my mind up a little more. I'm like, okay, maybe I should cut my story
Yeah.
back and just keep hitting it, you know. So ever since I took that, or I've been going to her comedy classes, it's been really good for me. It's called Evolving Comedy.
Is it something you had to pay for?
No, it's free. Every Wednesday. Yeah, every
Oh,
Wednesday
shit.
down in Fort Myers. It starts at 9:00. Yeah, it's ran by Shelly Kelly, trans person, but she's actually pretty good.
Oh, that's
Shelly
cool.
Kelly.
Yeah. Shout out to Evolving Comedy down in Fort Myers. It meets at Steps Bar every Wednesday night, 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Like 7:30, 8 p.m., 9:30.
Comedy classes are awesome. I took the one at McCurdy's. I learned a bunch. Levi, did you take a comedy class?
9, 10 comedians.
Oh, word.
No, I was going to. But
Yeah, I think every comedian should
Lindsay
take at
and I
least
were gonna
one.
take it together when she worked there, but
Oh, she didn't get you the free
she,
McCurdy's
ended
deal?
up quitting.
Damn.
No.
So you had Mike Stevens steal
She
your
gave me a lot of
punchline, and you didn't get to take a
stage
free
time
McCurdy's
there.
class.
No, but I did get some preferential treatment at the open mics while she was
Yeah,
there, so
That's always good.
until Mike stole your
until
bits.
shout out.
I like that
Or
Lindsay
he's
is
down
so...
in Austin right now.
Lindsay is honestly the best because she's told me that story more times than you have. I think she's honestly so angry on your behalf. It's very endearing. She told me the
No,
same
that
story
changed my
4
life.
times.
Yeah, I went home and ate a bunch of mushrooms and cried for about 6 hours. Called myself a loser.
You had a full
And
ego
then when
death.
I fucking sobered up, I wrote some new jokes. Yeah, dude. And then I wrote a bunch of new jokes, which is like the basis of, you know, this stuff.
That's like how Anakin became Darth Vader.
Yeah, dude. Totally coming to the dark side.
But yeah, bro. Honestly,
I
he
wish.
might have saved you some time in comedy. Like you were probably all naive and idealistic like me, and then one night with Mike Stevens just went fully red pill brain
literally,
rot
that's
and just
really,
skipped a bunch of steps.
It's like, oh, this is awesome. Everybody's so cool. And then the fucking next day, I was just like, this is cutthroat business, dude.
Was that the same day
Open
that
mics are
Drew?
cutthroat business.
Was that the same time that Drew Schlatter was like, "You want to hit my bowl? What do you mean? I'm gonna share weed with you peasants?" Tell that story.
Oh man, no, that was the first time I ever went on stage, and I was like outside looking for my friends that were supposed to be coming, and I saw him come out, and he looks like an old hippie, dude. I had no idea he was a comedian. I just thought he was like a.
Who was this again?
You were like, "Is that the Big
It's,
Lebowski?"
Old head Drew.
Okay, yeah, the long. Okay.
And
Yeah.
He's actually funny. I like
He's
him.
he's funny. Yeah,
He's funny
he's
as
a
shit.
good friend. Hope he doesn't get offended by this story, but no. So I see him fucking come out and then peel around the corner right there at McCurdy's, and I can see him flicking the lighter and shit. So I'm like, yo, man, you care if I hit that? And he just fucking looks at me like all disgusted, and like fucking hands it to me, and I give it back to him, and he just fucking walks inside, and I was just like, all right. And then so I tried to talk to him again when he came out. He came outside again. This is after the thing was over, and I saw him outside, and I tried to talk to him. He just sort of like looked at me and just fucking like turned his back on me.
That's
Is
crazy.
the total time you met him?
He just big timed you so hard.
Fuck off.
Yeah, but then I realized, that's just what you do to fucking first time open mic. Fuck, you just fuck with him. So, but then I told him the story a couple months ago. I'm like, yeah, I remember the first time that I met you. Like, do you remember? And he's like, and he just totally denied the whole story. He's like, there's no way I'd be out there smoking. I'm like, what are you talking about? There's no one else that, like, you are a distinct looking guy.
You're you.
You know what I mean?
There's not another guy who's you.
No way.
That's so funny.
Oh. So then he just made it look like I just fabricated this whole elaborate story.
I remember seeing that. Your face was so funny because you wanted to be like, I know this happened, but you didn't want to make him mad either and be like, you're fucking lying. I wonder if he just forgot, like he was high and just didn't think about it.
I think that's just a comedian living out a bit.
You think he's just messing with you?
McDonald thing,
No one will ever believe this happened.
6 months later, hitting a punchline on it. That's a slow burn right there.
He's just doing long form bits in real life.
Yeah, dude. Really fucking manipulating everything I'm doing. Fucking Drew.
So, Shawn, if you could do comedy anywhere, where would you do it and why?
I'll do anywhere they want me to show up to. I don't have a preference. I don't have a place. As anywhere they want me to go, I'll go. I'll try it out in the most racist places. I'm not afraid.
Hell yeah. I love that.
I'm not subjected to where they go. So,
good shit.
I always wanted to go to Nashville just because Tennessee is beautiful. Yeah. I hear good things about it.
I'd like to go do Zanies.
Yeah. I always wanted to go there, just check it out.
Yeah.
My girlfriend lived there for 10 years or so.
Yeah, but I'm not subjective. I go anywhere they want me to be. But I'll try this area. I'll try this area. Like I said, the racist places.
Yeah.
Black community. I do not care. I'll try anywhere.
I think that's smart. A lot of people just love Austin. They forget about the other places.
Yeah. It's 50 states. You know what I'm saying? Why keep yourself in one place? Get your name out there. Explore the areas.
It would be nice to have a location in a big enough area that you could just post up and run it as a comedy club.
That's what I want.
You know what I mean?
That would rule. That's the dream. Set up your own comedy club.
Yeah.
It doesn't have anything. Like a more funny, less McCurdy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like
just joking, less.
While we're shitting on people from McCurdy's, this is now an intervention for Johnny Hobbs' weight gain. Johnny, I'm worried about you, and I want to offer you the chance to go running with me every day.
He looks like the Bulba from Phantom Menace, dude.
I love Johnny. He's a good guy. I love McCurdy's. But when two people have to start moving out of your way at the same time for you to walk anywhere, that's an issue.
He has lost his neck.
That's when I worried. The head has fused with the body.
There's a scout team out there looking for his neck.
Yeah. SEAL Team 6 has been unable to recover his neck from the terrorists. Iran won't give it up. That's why Israel's been doing the airstrikes.
Yeah, I heard he got rid of all of the Wu-Tang in his collection.
He stopped protecting his neck?
He doesn't have to. He has like a turtle shell around it.
Well, I thought he was becoming a method actor and auditioning for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He doesn't put the green body paint on it. All right, we're going to get kicked out from doing McCurdy's ever, so we should stop. Let's see, more interview questions.
Which that's a nice swag into my next show, which is Thursday at McCurdy's.
That's right.
Nice.
And Thursday, I'll be at Clearwater Comedy Club doing my 8th showcase, but my first showcase at a comedy club. So come on through, see this cracker do some jokes at Juneteenth. It's going to be a shit show. John DeGray is going to be there too. Pull up.
Yeah, I got a comedy. It was a contest at Snappers down in Fort Myers Friday, and then Saturday I got another place. It's like a showcase at what's her name, Valerie's Bar or something like that. It's a showcase full of comedians, so that's gonna be pretty cool too. So I'm getting pretty busy as well. It's awesome.
Snappers.
That's huge, man.
Speaking
Good
of
shit.
Snapper, do you guys like Red Snapper? You ever had Red
I don't
Snapper?
think I ever had Red Snapper. No.
It's pretty good. I prefer blonde snapper, but Red Snapper is pretty good.
Who is it that put a red snapper in a girl's pussy? That was a real band thing.
What?
That really happened. Which band was that? Yeah, you don't remember? That was like an 80s thing. You guys were alive then. Was it
I was born in 81.
was it Led Zeppelin?
I was born in the late 1900s. Dude.
I think it was Led Zeppelin. They put a red snapper in a girl's pussy while she was on her period or something.
Dude. Oh, wait, a snapper is like a fucking.
Maybe it was just a
It's not
fillet.
like a
I didn't say the
catfish
whole
where it's-
thing.
Oh,
They could have
snapper
deboned it
fillet in
first,
the pussy?
Levi.
That's wild. Was it cooked or raw?
I don't know, but it's such a flaky fish. How do you get that out of there?
I mean, I'm sure that if you put it in there raw, 98.5 degrees, or 6, you know what I mean? Get that thing warmed up first and put it in there.
You're cooking that thing on the
Then
inside.
it'll cook right up.
All the enzymes and all that stuff.
It's the only time I would ever use a condom, I
The
think.
pH level.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Fish
That's
in there to cook it.
that's the only kind of pussy I'll eat.
Fish in a condom is a wild fucking. This episode is spiraling out of control,
Yeah,
dude.
it's going everywhere.
That's gonna be the tagline. It's
From comedy to
snap.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
So
you
is this
gotta
gonna be
fuck
your
with that
first
one.
showcase?
Yeah, first showcase. I'm excited for it. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I always hear good
Hell
things
yeah.
about it. So
That's awesome.
first
You must be
showcase.
stoked.
Yeah, I am. I'm getting prepared because it's a 10-minute set. So I
Good.
get 10 minutes together, and then I'm taking a class with R.C. Smith coming up this Tuesday. It's gonna be every Tuesday. I'm taking a class with R.C. Smith, a big comedian down here in Southwest Florida.
Definitely heard of him.
He's
Yeah.
gorgeous, but he picked a few people. Yeah, he picked a few people that he thinks they have potential. So I'm like, all right, sweet. So I'm taking his class.
That's huge,
trying to
bro.
get better, tips and tricks, whatever he has to do. Yeah, it really is. I'm gonna.
It's really important to have a couple comedians around you that are
Whenever
further
someone
along
takes
and
interest in
can
your
teach you
fucking-
stuff and
Yeah,
hook you up.
You know.
I think because I'm black, he's probably using it as a token. But
Uh-oh.
I don't want to use my black card too much.
Yeah, no, it's
feel like-
fine.
I feel like
It's cool, dude. You're only the first black guy that's gonna be on here today.
I feel like
I'm not showing any favoritism.
Hello,
I replayed
Prince.
the 5-minute
Can you
clip
hear
of
me?
the Sonny's. I was like, maybe I did use my black
Hello,
card too
Prince.
much. You know, I was like,
I mean, you know, get it how you live, baby.
yeah, but I do have good jokes too. So it's like, I don't know. And I just felt like I use it to get laughs.
It's another question we like to ask on the podcast. If you could change your race, what would you change it to? You had to change it.
I had to change it. I'd be like whoever Vikings are. White,
Oh,
right?
that's a good one.
Yeah.
Nordics.
Yeah, you're fucking tall, big as fuck, strong.
Yeah, dude. That's a good one.
You'd be complete opposite of what I am.
I go black every time.
Yeah.
Not even up for debate. Yeah.
I mean black now. You don't want to be black in the the 20s.
Oh no, like this current time zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, current time
Yeah,
period.
you don't-
We're not
you don't go back there.
getting into that one, dude.
Yeah, you don't want to go back there.
I mean, if we're getting into that, I might have to switch up and go Genghis Khan or something. You know what I mean?
Genghis Khan, yeah, that's a good one too. That's one.
Mongolian.
Yeah. take over everything.
Yeah, that's. But yeah, current day right now, black guy, 100%.
I heard this on Joe Rogan because he talks about it a lot, but like Genghis Khan slept with so many women. He procreated with so many women that like they think, what's his nationality? What's his like? What is he?
Mongolian.
Mongolian, yeah.
It's Chinese. Basically.
Chinese, yeah. So every Chinese person has like a little bit of fuck every woman that he could and procreate. So I think that was fucking crazy. Like you might have a little bit of Mongolian and you might have a little bit of Genghis Khan in you. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, well, I think it's still like 10% of the Chinese population are direct descendants of him.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Or
yeah, but
have his DNA or some shit.
That's a lot of people. 10% is a lot.
Speaking of Chinese DNA, have you ever seen that body exhibit?
Body exhibit of what?
Where it's like the human body, but the skin's all peeled off and it just shows like the muscles and all this.
Like a diagram?
No, it's like an exhibit of actual human bodies that they like fillet out and fucking show them doing like certain activities.
Cool, but no.
But there's a whole conspiracy around because it started in China that like the bodies that they're using are like trafficked people, or in one case there was one lady. It's just a weird story about I'm probably gonna fuck this up, but it's like a lady who owned one of these companies that like freezes the bodies so that they can go to this body exhibit. So she's like involved in the process of obtaining them and getting them to the exhibit. And her husband was having an affair with like his receptionist or something. And then the receptionist disappeared.
That's common.
Ended up in the body exhibit.
That's not common.
This is a pretty wild story. But then there's other ones where like I think there was like a Chinese lady whose son was in prison and died in prison, and she wasn't able to get the
I'm
body
back,
back,
bitches.
or they couldn't have, or they some reason why she couldn't get the body back.
Yeah.
And then she went to the exhibit and like literally could tell that it was her son because he had like a broken leg, where he had a broken leg. She like remembered exactly. Just like there's a couple stories like that which are pretty wild.
That's kind of scary.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, I saw it when I think it was in Atlanta. It's pretty cool.
I know somebody who worked in like CIA, Secret Forces, and he was telling me the stories that go on outside of America. And he's like, it's a pretty fucked up world out there. And he said the things he's seen he always changes his perspective of like how humans actually are. I was like, we can be kind of what's the word? Harsh, scary, fucked up. You take advantage of other people that get
Scary Terry.
You ever hear those guys? Scary Terry. These guys that are in Afghanistan telling stories about fucking the pedophiles over there.
Oh yeah, that's
those ones are rough. Those are rough stories, dude.
Really rough.
Not nice.
Not nice. No.
Not very nice. Very bad.
But that's like
not cool.
I guess like it still sort of is over there. Like a way that they brag is like having like a hot boy with them.
Yeah. So the tightest boy pussy.
And then like the PR people have to be like, no, Sultan, you can't take your fucking hot boy with you to go meet the president.
They're like, yeah. They're like, listen, we got to be careful about this boy stuff. Yes. Wait until the West backs our imperialist culture first. Then we do the boy loving.
Yeah. Oh, that would be sick. No,
I have good deal for you, my friend. Whatever you need.
If you really look back in
Cokeweed Molly?
The little boy thing is pretty much everybody was doing that though, on some degree.
Yeah.
Catholics.
Yeah.
All of them, yeah, dude. The Romans, like everything, fucking.
Not the Jews.
I thought 300 used to be my favorite movie, dude. And then I researched the real story about the 300 and realized that they were all like fucking each other, and that's why they wanted to die for each other. Yeah, it was just a bunch of gay stuff.
Yeah,
and that's like everyone had like a little young dude everyone you're paired up with an older soldier, and you made man love to that guy, and you went and fought as hard as you could.
I think
Bond.
gay love
Nothing is more
between
terrifying
soldiers
than
is
a-
okay, but
than a
man-boy
fucking
love is fucked up.
An able gay army. Just a capable gay army is terrifying.
So look up the Sacred Band of Thieves. They were 100% gay. Like they were this mercenary spearman group, and their main thing that like they were great at fighting, but their Yelp page from back then was filled with complaints like they spend too much time on their hair before the battle. They always polish their bronze too long. Just like the gayest shit. It's so funny. They were late to all the
I thought you were
battles.
describing like a group of cross-dressing dudes that like roll into Macy's and put on a bunch of shit under their clothes.
No,
roll
they're a
out.
real army, the Sacred Band of Thieves. Like, you would not want to fight them because they were like, if you put Fashionista and like the Vikings together, it's
you had to be
terrifying.
gay though. You had to be gay.
Yeah, they were all gay dudes. Yeah, just blowing each other. Because like they didn't even like the Spartans. They were like pedophiles because they they had women at home, and then when they were on war, they would do the boy love. But the Thebes, the Sacred Band of Thebes, they were just like, we're fighting all year round. They didn't even have wives to go home to. They were fully gay. I know. Sinners. Just a sin against Christ.
All the gays. A lot of gays.
Mm.
Back then.
Yeah, these Greeks need Jesus, you know?
Yeah, but not just them.
On the download.
Are the Asians into like little boys?
Into gay shit?
I never heard about Asians.
Thailand.
The lady
I mean,
boys,
besides,
right?
Like that's like I'm talking about like China, Japan.
Huh.
I don't think they're that into it. I think they were more like into young.
Nah. Yeah, or like octopus.
Octopus.
Oh, seven
Dude, you do not
tentacle.
want to fuck octopus,
Very
dude.
good.
Pussy has a weak. Octopus.
Inkaru. I'm gonna get canceled for my accents tomorrow.
Did you see the new Caleb Presley Shane Gillis Sunday Conversation just came out today?
Neil deGrasse Tyson, Shane Gillis?
No. Caleb Presley. Caleb Presley.
I thought you said Neil deGrasse Tyson. That would be an insane convo.
No, the dude who does Sunday Conversation, he has the long hair. He used to be he works for Barstool.
Oh, Portnoy.
Yeah, he works for him.
Oh, okay. I didn't see it. What? Tell us.
Oh, well, he has Lenny, the fat dude, with him that's always eating something.
Oh,
whenever
hell
he
yeah.
doesn't contribute anything.
I feel
to
like
the
I've
interview,
seen-
he's sitting there like. Yeah, you've seen these. I've showed them to you. But
He's the stop
yeah,
of their
he was-
podcast.
he was interviewing Shane Gillis, and so he's like, every man has a chink in his armor. Would you say that SNL was your chink in your armor? And I was like, God.
And Shane
And
was
then
like,
Shane
I see
Gillis
what you
goes-
did there.
He goes, Fruit of the Loom doesn't like that. I don't like that either. He goes, we're just trying to sell sweater. Like a Fruit of
That's
the Loom,
awesome.
fucking sponsored segment. But yeah, the chink in the armor thing.
They
was
sponsored
so funny.
him. No one wants to think about Shane's underwear. Can you imagine
No,
how
like,
much
they
he puts his underwear
they had
through?
Lenny was wearing the underwear.
I mean, if he's selling Bud Light, I'm pretty sure
Lenny?
he wants to get on it too.
For the fat guy?
Yeah.
Damn. Why don't you give Tim Dillon a Mac Weldon sponsorship? All these big boys. We got any clippage today?
Yeah, we ran through most of them, I think.
Oh, I missed the videos?
Might have-
Damn.
I might have saved you one. I think Jet's about to be home, too.
Oh, you got to wrap this one?
Who's Jets? Your son? Ah, okay, sorry.
Yep.
That's a pretty cool name.
Let's see.
We're playing-
I'll play you one of the new ones.
Okay. Good shit.
Did you see the
People have
clip
been.
that I sent you? Did you watch
No, I thought that
the
was
clip that I sent you?
in the chat this
No,
morning. No, I
that's-
just woke up.
I was researching our favorite lane and found that clip.
Very interesting. Will it let me play it?
All right.
Let's see.
I don't know.
You ever been kicked off a roller coaster cause the bar won't close all the way? Ever looked at a seat and it looked back at you like, nah, king? Well, not no more, nigga. Welcome to Fatland, the first theme park engineered with fat nigga tech.
Oh,
this is where heavy meets happy. Roller coasters, built with space
watching the
XL
thing you
grade
sent.
steel and fat nigga physics. Lap bars with stretch, must be this thick to ride. The meat sweats, the loop deluxe, and the snow bunny scrambler. We even got a ride with recliner seats. Go-karts, we call it thick drifters, built like Hellcats. Heated steering wheels, big-ass cup holders, extra-wide seats for extra-wide turns.
Babe, this thing has hydraulics?
Then we sliding over to the fat nigga carnival zone. But this ain't no Chuck E. Cheese-ass midway. Every shot go in, every ring lands. Every prize feel like a tax refund.
I just won an air fryer at the ring toss.
And if you walk away without a snow bunny on your arm, you probably played the wrong game. And best believe we got concessions. Here at Calorie Code, we got turkey legs the size of forearms, slabs of oxtail, deep
Who's
fried
fucking
everything,
after a turkey leg?
luxury
That's my
seating
question.
everywhere, shaded cushion,
I can eat the
ADA,
turkey leg, or I
BBQ,
can
and Snow
stop.
Bunny
I
approved. This
can
the only
sleep
park
after
where the
the
seats
turkey.
fit, the plates heavy, and the vibes heavier. What attraction should we bless y'all with next? Hey, yo, shut the fuck up. It's fat nigga season.
I'm so locked in. Are you guys locked in for this season?
Locked in. Blended with this.
AI is crazy.
We'll do this as the.
I gotta gain another 200 pounds, but I'm getting there.
All right. Anything else you guys want to plug before I play this last video and wrap it?
Yeah, come to our show, our Big Top open mic every Monday, Lakewood Ranch, 8 o'clock. And Tony G is starting a room Tuesday.
At the
I hit his
Peculiar
Instagram
Club
for that.
at 8 p.m.
Yeah,
And
that's
him
right.
and Carson.
On the King of the Ring thing in Riverside,
Shawn. Anything else you want
Mansion
to
Tour.
Yeah. June 20th, 9 p.m. I will be at the open mic competition at Snappers, Fort Myers. The 21st, I have a showcase for Valerie. Valerie.
You got to know the name, bro. That's important. Ooh. Oh, that's like an Elks Lodge?
For me. No, it's more like a dive bar. But he hosts his
Oh, okay.
mics and comedy. When people show up there, and it gets very packed.
Word.
Like I said, very
That's good.
rowdy.
I was wondering because
They listen and they comment what you got to say and all that. It's a good place for
Yeah.
feedback and crowd work.
hell yeah,
So,
that sounds awesome.
down.
I should stop by sometime.
And then June 27th, a big one as well. Foxtrot Charlie.
Oh yeah, we're all at that one.
three of us will be there. Yeah, definitely that's a
good.
big one as well. Down in Port Charlotte, Florida. So come see us.
Yep.
We're funny. Make people laugh.
Yeah.
Ha-has and a lot of food, a lot of booze.
Yeah.
So
if you don't
come
think
on
you're
down.
funny, you can always drink.
Exactly. Drink until we're all
Yeah, you can drink until
Anyways,
we're
thanks for coming
funny.
on.
That's a good way to experience me.
No problem.
Yeah, Shawn, always a
Hope you
pleasure.
guys-
Likewise.
Jake,
Thank
love
you,
this
thank
one.
you.
This is what I sent to you guys in the group.
Oh, okay, yeah, run that before we head
Back
out.
when you was fat, we all had your back, nigga. You need to go back to that, nigga. Huh? We like you better as a fat nigga. Huh? We like you better as a fat nigga. Fat Dre, where he at? Bring him back, nigga. Woo! We like you better as a fat nigga. You always had some snacks with you. Chicken wing champion, you was that nigga. Loud boy dipping in the sauce. Dominoes calling you the boss. PG off the room. Floss the balls holding up the boobs. Before you hit the gym and started dropping jewels, it was BBQs breaking all the rules. You used to send Candace all the news with all the foods.
Barbecue and breaking all the rules. Honestly, the best bar I've ever heard.
Boss, nigga. I know you got some red sauce, nigga. Between you and I, put the salads down, put the soups aside. $1 more, we can supersize. And we can supersize on the supersize.
That's pretty incredible stuff.
Plug it right now. You got one more plug right here.
July 3rd, Celtic Gray and Punta Gorda. I also got into another competition. It's going to be a 5-minute set, 5-minute crowd work, and then 3 minutes of a topic that the judges decide to pick on. And I got into that one as well. So it's going to be a big one down Punta Gorda, Celtic Gray. Come see me. Like I said, 8 other comedians, funny as hell. Come down, show support. Beer, booze, food, and laughter. You can't deny that.
Yeah.
And a cheap date. So,
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
That's all I got.
Oh yeah, I got one more too. Hell yeah. So my Stand Up for News radio thing just came out. If you haven't seen it, check it out on YouTube, Stand Up for News. And then also my Hot Taints, the internet show episode is going to be dropping in like a week and a half. So stay tuned for that.
Nice.
Sounds sexy.
Yeah,
Cool, man.
both up in Clearwater.
Enjoy your day.
Yeah.
Always a pleasure, Shawn. I'm really hyped about all you're doing. A year and a half in, like, you're doing a lot of good shit, man. That's fire.
Powered by Riverside.
Oh, it's the fucking outro music. Worst outro ever. I want a new cutout next episode. I'm quitting the podcast.
It's comedy
I will
corner.
bring Meikle Jacobs on to WWE slam you through this cutout.
Comedy.
All right. Till next time.